Why be a member of a church? You know, there are more and more people in the culture around us that are opting out of not just regular church attendance 2 or 3 times every month, right? But well, those numbers are down, but opting out of being a member of a church entirely, only going to church maybe on Christmas or Easter because grandma wants you to go before you go to her house and have a meal. There are more and more people that are drifting away from faith communities. Why is that? Some of it has to do with sin within those communities. Some of it does have to do, we need to be real honest as a church and as Christians in the world and reflect on how is it that we don't accurately portray the love of Jesus to our neighbors. And the church in the past few years especially has gotten more and more entangled with political ideologies, with all sorts of questionable behavior. There have been scandals from church leaders, some of pain, some of sexual misconduct. There are a lot of legitimate reasons why people are skeptical of being members of the church. And that's a really sad thing to have to acknowledge. And for me as a pastor, it puts us in this place of wondering, so what are we doing? How do we do this? And so we're going to start a sermon series that I'm really excited about this fall. And we're starting this week, and we're calling it Why Church? Why would you be a part of a congregation? Why would you choose to be a member, to spend time in fellowship with one another, to give your hours as a volunteer in service, to give some of your financial resources to a church for the work that it's doing? This is in part, to bolster our faith, our acknowledgement, and what we know. Hey, I can't follow Jesus just by myself. I need others, and others need me. We're part of a community. What are my responsibilities then to the church, to this body of believers, to this fellowship? But also, what are the blessings that I receive? How is God honored in the community in that He made us for community? How do we live well in this? So we're going to take some time and explore these aspects of our responsibilities and the blessings we receive. And a lot of this, the heart of this sermon series, comes back to hearing about the very early church. These Christians that were persecuted for what they believed, this small group of people, many of them on the outskirts, many of them on the fringes. And we read this passage of scripture, this verse that says that this early community devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching. They were learning about Jesus and about God, and to the fellowship. They were gathering together, and to the breaking of bread and of prayer. Learning together about the Lord, serving one another, fellowship together. That's at the core of who we are as a church, as we try to reflect the love of Jesus to those around us. And I'm hoping we can rekindle some love for the local church in our own hearts, and might be a place where people who have been far from a faith community may rethink that and might see Jesus in us. So I hope that you can join us for this new sermon series coming up this fall. Starting this Sunday, we're going to start by looking at fellowship. Thanks for checking out this video. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, God's peace to you.